Is it safe to say that you are energetic in picking up fascinating and fun realities about Germany? In this video, you will get more familiar with this great country otherwise called Deutschland. Germany is a socially and generally rich country. It is home to a great many traditions as well as lovely landscapes, forested slopes, cold mountains, stream valleys, and then some. And so on, the nation has it. Each region of this focal European nation is an unquestionable requirement: the laid-back city of Munich, the Romanesque design of Cologne, the noteworthy Berlin, the cutting-edge horizon of Frankfurt, the fabulous Dresden, the rundown continues forever. And really, Germany brings a ton to the table to its guests and occupants. On the off chance that you are keen on getting more familiar with German culture, learn German and its extremely fun words. Figure out what makes this nation so exceptional. Is it due to its food? Is it due to its music? Is it due to its set of experiences? Is it due to its kin? Or on the other hand, is it due to a mixed bag of things that makes Germany a position of exceptional somethings for you? There is more going on behind the scenes that makes this beautiful nation so wonderful. So at whatever point you're prepared, go on an outing to Germany and enjoy the different German culture. However, for the time being, here are pieces for you to bite on. 20 interesting and fun facts about Germany. 1. The largest train station in Europe is in Berlin. Berlin Hauptbahnhof, the 5-story railroad station, was a 10-year development project. Yet, you can find the extensive train station in Berlin. Situated in Leipzig, Germany, the Leipzig Hauptbahnhof is the greatest railroad station in Europe with regards to floor region. The rail line station spreads across an area of 83,460 square meters. The rail line station has 19 stages that are housed inside 6 iron sheds. 2 underground stages are additionally present. The exterior of the station is 298 meters in length. A staggered concourse is likewise present here. The Leipzig stations serve around 120,000 travelers consistently. 2. Berlin is 9 times bigger than Paris. Topographically, it's really immense. To place it into point of view, Berlin is 9 times greater than Paris, has more bridges than Venice and geographically similar size as Bangkok. One of those booming urban communities with new things to find each opportunity you visit is Berlin. Regardless of whether you remain there for quite a long time, you probably won't get to do all that you needed to. That is chiefly because of how colossal it is. With more than 3.5 million occupants, it's by a long shot the greatest city in Germany. The city flaunts numerous popular milestones like Museum Island, TV Tower, Berlin Wall Memorial, Bode Museum, the Memorial to the Murdered Jews of Europe, and Berliner Fernsehturm. It's suggested you stay something like 3 days in Berlin to investigate a couple of the significant sites. 3. There are more than 20,000 castles in Germany. Germany is home to more than 20,000 castles. Most of these castles are more than 100 years old and have been transformed into exhibition halls, museums, lodgings, hotels, or social centers. The most well-known and maybe the most lovely castle in Germany is the Neuschwanstein Castle. It is situated in the Bavarian Alps and was implicit the 19th century under King Ludwig II. 4. Germany is the EU's largest economy. The economy of the European Union is the joint economy of the part conditions of the European Union, EU. It is the 3rd biggest economy on the planet in ostensible terms, after the US and China, and the 3rd one in purchasing power parity, PPP, terms, after China and the US. The European Association's gross domestic product assessed to be around $16.6 trillion in 2022, addressing around 1/6 of the worldwide economy. Germany's gross domestic product is over 3.3 trillion euros, making it the biggest economy in the European Association. 5. The German language has 35 dialects. German is a diverse language and it has around 35 provincial vernaculars. A portion of the top lingos are High German, Bavarian, Middle German, Low German, Frisian, and Alemannic. German vernaculars are the different customary neighborhood assortments of the German language. However changed by locale, those of the southern portion of Germany underneath the Ben-Rath line are overwhelmed by the geological spread of the High German consonant shift, and the lingo continuum that associates German to the adjoining assortments of Low Franconian, Dutch, and Frisian. 6. Beer is considered as food in the Bavaria region. Beer is a significant nutrition group in Germany, thus in the Bavaria locale lager is considered as food. What is viewed as the Germans' public beverage is the staple food in Bavaria, beer, likewise called fluid bread. No big surprise that a customary Bavarian Weisswurst breakfast incorporates sweet mustard and a pretzel, and obviously the fundamental wheat lager. As indicated by Bavarian fables, this generous breakfast should be consumed before 12 early afternoon, if not you will be denied admittance to the Weisswurst veal wiener paradise. We make quick work of the legends encompassing Bavarian brew and begin with the toast that is standard in this country, Hopfen und Malz, Gott erhalt's, may God save the jumps and malt. 7. There are more than 1,000 kinds of sausages in Germany. Something else that Germany is popular for is sausages. So don't be astounded about the way that there are more than 1,000 sausage assortments in Deutschland. There are many different German sausages, so to all the more likely comprehend them it would be helpful to know how they are arranged and named. The German sausages are named by the strategy for creation, aging and drying or cooking, the kind of meat, filler material or zest utilized, the locale or the city in which sausages were made. With all due credit given to Greeks and Romans who were the initial ones to make sausages, the undisputed truth stays that Germany with its north of 1,000 varieties stays as the world's sausage capital. 8. Germany has more than 3,000 kinds of bread. Bread is a critical piece of German cooking, with the biggest bread variety on the planet. Around 300 sorts of breads and 1,200 various types of cakes and rolls are delivered in around 17,000 pastry kitchens and another 10,000 in-shop bread kitchens. The endless assortment of bread and rolls in Germany is amazing. It depends on various grains, wheat or rye, unadulterated or in all potential combinations with oat, spelt, buckwheat, linseed as well as millet, coarse or finely ground flours, changing aging, sourdough/yeast, and baking strategies, as well as shapes and flavors as nuts, seeds, or flavors, all created through unambiguous provincial circumstances. You probably won't have the foggiest idea about this yet. One more key image of Germany is bread. The nation has over 3,000 bread assortments. 9. The Christmas tree tradition came from Germany. It is claimed that in Germany around 723 AD, the English minister Saint Boniface encountered pagans setting up a penance at an oak tree devoted to the god Thor, Donner. Boniface took a hatchet to the tree, and, when not struck somewhere around their god, he broadcasted to the awed agnostics that a close-by evergreen was their sacred tree. Different sources report that a fir developed on the site of the fallen oak. The first Christmas tree or Tannenbaum was made in Germany. By the 19th century, the practice spread all around the nation and other adjoining places with the assistance of a few German royals. Then again, the German exiled people are the ones who carried the custom to America. 10. Most taxis in Germany are Mercedes-Benz. That's right, the extravagance brand, Mercedes-Benz, is the decision of vehicle for cab drivers in Germany. In the country of Germany, the brand has customarily been the best option for cab drivers. A famous model of taxi was the Mercedes-Benz W123, which was presented in an exceptional taxi particular all along. Mercedes offered changes to their taxi vehicles which included ivory paint, altered dashboard to take a taximeter, extra inside lights and solidified seats to endure weighty use. Today, W123 models looking great are in danger of being taken for product to Africa where they are thought of as quintessential for a taxi. 11. The first printed magazine was launched in 1663. The Gutenberg Press was established in Germany. The Urbalische Monatsunterredungen, the very first distributed magazine, was begun by Johann Rist, who was a German writer. As characterized, a magazine is a periodical distribution, by and large distributed on a normal timetable, frequently week by week or month to month, containing an assortment of content. They are for the most part supported by publicizing, price tag, prepaid memberships, or by a blend of the three. 12. There are 7,000 different beers in Germany. Beer is a significant piece of German culture. German beer is blended by the Reinheitsgebot, which allows just water, bounces, and malt as fixings, and specifies that brews not solely utilizing grain malt, like wheat brew, should be top-aged. In 2020, Germany positioned third in Europe with regards to per capita beer utilization, behind the Czech Republic and Austria. Germans love beer. Furthermore, the nation has more than 7,000 assortments of beer, which is a great deal of variety. 13. More than one-third of Germany is covered in forests and woodlands. The forest in Germany covers 11.4 million hectares, 32% of the complete region of the country. In the German timberlands develop around 90 billion youthful and old trees with an all-out wood load of 3.7 billion cubic meters. The meaning of the Government Woods Act, BWG, for backwoods is, any region planted with woodland plants. Backwoods additionally incorporates obvious or concealed ground regions, timberland streets, backwoods freedom and getting strips, backwoods glades and clearings, timberland knolls, grass clearing regions, wood capacity regions and different regions related with and serving the backwoods. Essentially, the German woods would be emphatically affected by deciduous trees, specifically red beech, Fagus sylvatica. The present tree species organization with high extensive coniferous trees mirrors the wood's utilization of the previous hundreds of years. From the medieval times to the mid-19th 100 years, many timberlands in Germany were overutilized or beaten to pieces. To turn away a fast-approaching wood issue, these crushed timberlands and regions were reforested with regards to supportable ranger service on the better soils with great water supply frequently with normal tidy, Picea abs, and on the supplement less fortunate and drier areas with pine, Pinus sylvestris. 14. Germany is a leader in climate and energy policies. As per the Federal Climate Protection Act, GHG lack of bias should be accomplished in Germany by 2045 at the most recent. Against this foundation, the overseeing parties commit themselves without precedent for the Alliance Understanding 2021 to specialized negative discharges as an essential enhancement to the regular sinks. In any case, the reconciliation of specialized carbon expulsion advancements, for example, carbon catch and capacity, doesn't stay without ramifications for the generally taken on decrease ways, which are moored in the Government Environment Security Act along with the area explicit decrease targets. In a conversation paper, the German Climate Organization examines the impacts of such impromptu combination under the ongoing structure conditions on moderation endeavors in the areas. In view of this, proposition for a transformation of the environment strategy target design are submitted. To proceed to guarantee and reinforce the most significant level of desire and manageability in environment security, the German Climate Organization suggests a different class for specialized sinks in the Federal Climate Protection Act. 15. Germany is one of the largest car-producing countries in the world. The automotive industry in Germany is one of the largest employers in the world, with a labor force of over 857,336, 2016, working in the industry. Being home to the advanced vehicle, the German car industry is viewed as the most serious and creative on the planet, and has the third most elevated vehicle creation in the world, and fourth most elevated complete engine vehicle creation. With a yearly result near 6 million and a 31.5% portion of the European Association, 2017, German planned vehicles won in the European Vehicle of the Year, the Global Vehicle of the Year, the World Vehicle of the Year yearly honors the most times among all nations. The Volkswagen Beetle and Porsche 911 took 4th and 5th spots in the Vehicle of the Century grant. 16. 65% of the highways in Germany have no speed limit. Autobahn, Germany's national highway network, is known as the highway without speed limits. It is the only European nation to not have general limit on its highways. There is Nürburgring for hustling, where specialists are in many cases seen testing supercars, then, at that point, there is superhighway until the end of the lot. It is a throughway network where driving is a permit that no other public streets on the planet gives. 17. Germany has over 400 registered zoos. Germans are zoo lovers. A reasonable greater part of them are supportive of zoological establishments, respect their endeavors to safeguard species as vital and figure out how to see the value in creatures in them. This is the after effect of the most recent and most thorough concentrate on the mentality of Germans towards zoos did by the assessment research organization Forsa. These survey results fill us with pride, says the president of the Verband der Zoologischen Garten, Association of Zoological Gardens, Professor Dr. Georg Junhold, and adds, in addition to the high level of acceptance, they show that our zoos succeed in acting as a bridge between urban living environments and the concerns of nature and species conservation by conveying these important issues. There are more than 400 registered zoos all over Germany. The largest zoo in the world is located in Berlin, known as the Berlin Zoological Garden. 18. The Cologne Cathedral took 632 years to build. Cologne Cathedral is a Catholic church in Cologne, North Rhine-Westphalia. It is the seat of the ecclesiastical overseer of Cologne and of the organization of the Archdiocese of Cologne. It is an eminent landmark of German Catholicism and Gothic design and was proclaimed a World Legacy Site in 1996. It is Germany's most visited milestone, drawing in a normal of 20,000 individuals every day. At 157 meters, 515 feet, the House of God is the tallest twin-spired church on the planet, the second tallest church in Europe after Ulm Minster, and the third tallest church of any sort on the planet. It is the biggest Gothic church in Northern Europe and has the second tallest towers. The pinnacles for its two immense towers give the basilica the biggest facade of any congregation on the planet. The ensemble has the biggest level-to-width proportion, 3.6:1, of any middle-aged church. Development of Cologne Cathedral started in 1248 yet was ended in the years around 1560 incomplete. Endeavors to finish the development started around 1814, however the undertaking was not as expected financed until the 1840s. The building was finished to its unique archaic arrangement in 1880. 19. Germany was the first to adopt the concept of daylight saving time. The principal states to embrace daily saving time, German, Sommerzeit, broadly were those of the German domain and its the Second Great War partner Austria-Hungary initiating April 30, 1916, as a method for saving coal during wartime. England, the vast majority of its partners, and numerous European neutrals before long followed. It is a typical legend in the US that daily saving time was first carried out to serve ranchers. In actuality, ranchers have been one of the most grounded campaigning bunches against daily saving time since it was first carried out. The variables that impact cultivating plans, for example, morning dew and dairy cows' availability to be drained, are at last directed by the sun, so the time change presents superfluous difficulties. 20. The hamburger is named after the German city of Hamburg. The hamburger first appeared in the 19th or mid-20th century. The cutting-edge burger was a result of the culinary requirements of a general public quickly changing because of industrialization and the rise of the working people and the working class, with the subsequent interest for efficiently manufactured, reasonable food that could be devoured beyond the home. The name hamburger comes from the seaport city of Hamburg. Fast burger story. After the mariners got back from exchanging the Baltic districts, it is believed that they brought back some uncooked destroyed meat. The destroyed meat was then ready by an obscure German culinary expert. Accordingly, the hamburger was conceived. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Also press notification bell to notify you of any future similar videos.